on Busy Baking, we are going to be making a chocolate chip cookie recipe. But not just any chocolate chip cookie. We're going to be making a yummy vegan chocolate chip cookie recipe. I've had several of you guys message me and ask me to make a dessert that was vegetarian or vegan, which confused me a little bit because I am not vegan or vegetarian. Don't rake me through the coals for that one, but I do eat meat and I do eat animal products. I'm sorry, but I do. But I was pretty much under the impression that vegetarians just don't eat meat. Vegans don't eat meat or animal products such as eggs, cheese, milk, that type of stuff. So almost pretty much all of my Busy Bacons are vegetarian because I don't generally put meat in my desserts. So yay for that. But I did want to try a vegan recipe since I am not vegan. Nobody in my family's vegan. I've never really made a vegan recipe. I have some that come pretty close, and I have substituted applesauce in place of eggs for people who have egg allergies and stuff. This is my first time making a true vegan recipe. So for this recipe, you're gonna need 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and you're going to wanna make sure that's not packed. You need 2 cups of chocolate chips. Make sure if you are making a true vegan recipe that you get vegan chocolate chips. That is a thing. Make sure you get them. So 2 cups of vegan chocolate chips. You need 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce, 1/4 cup of coconut milk, 1/2 cup of coconut oil, and you want it solid. You don't want it melted at all. You need 2 teaspoonfuls of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I've put together in the same dish. And then you're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar packed. So make sure you have that packed. And make sure you go ahead and preheat your oven to 375. This is a pretty quick, simple recipe. I've never made it before, obviously, so we're gonna learn and see how this goes. I'm gonna try it with just a spoon, a wooden spoon, and a whisk. But if I have to break out the mixer, I've got it over here ready to go. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set aside our dry ingredients, such as our flour, our chocolate chips, and our baking soda and our salt. So we are gonna start by mixing our brown sugar, our coconut oil, and our vanilla flavoring. So I'm gonna try to mix this together. This is the part where I might break out the whisk. I meant break out the electric mixer, y'all, because I just don't know. This coconut oil is crazy. Yeah, let me just break out the whisk real quick. Maybe this won't really taste like coconut. Oh, I'm throwing pieces of it everywhere, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add in the applesauce. I'm gonna kind of spread that out because this is looking a little chunky to me. A chunky batter so far. So we're mixing the applesauce, and then we're gonna pour in the coconut milk and try to mix it all together very good. I think this is gonna be a very thick batter, but I do wanna try to get that coconut oil mixed up because it's like shortening almost. So it's almost like Crisco shortening. So it's in little clumps. So I just wanna be sure that we get that all mixed up. I don't wanna be biting these cookies and biting into a chunk of coconut oil. That just seems gross. Okay, now we're gonna pour in our coconut milk. One thing I did learn is that coconut milk does settle, so make sure you shake it up really good. And the recipe actually called for a thick coconut milk, so we'll see if the coconut milk I got was good enough. Okay, I've got most of the chunks out of this. There may be a few little chunks in there, just like there were if you were using like really stiff butter or shortening. So let me set my whisk to the side. I meant my whisk. That is not a whisk. Let me set my mixer to the side. So next we're going to mix in our dry ingredients. We're going to mix in our flour and our baking soda and salt. For this recipe, you can also have some chunky salt, so like some sea salt or some flaky salt to just dump on top towards the end. So now we're just going to whisk this together really good. You obviously don't need all the bowls that I need. I just do this to show you guys the ingredients because, whoa, that's a lot of dishwashing afterwards. Woo! Gotta take care of the dog, y'all. She's going crazy. She thinks somebody's outside. I don't know if y'all can hear that off camera, but she's crazy. Okay, so now that we've got this mixed together, we are gonna slowly add our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. And again, it says whisk, or use a sturdy wooden spoon or a sturdy spatula. Well, I guess a wooden spoon would be sturdy. If you ever got your hiney in spanked with one of these wooden spoons, you know that wooden spoons are sturdy. Yeah, so I'm gonna try. Man, y'all, I am just making a mess today. My head is not in the game. I'm just flinging crap everywhere. It might seem like y'all know that I'm not a professional baker. So now you just, as I'm learning here, you want to be careful. You don't want to get all crazy stirring it because it's flinging this flour out like nobody's business. There's no eggs in it though, so I might try it in just a minute once I get a good mix and see how it tastes. Yeah, this is mixing together with a wooden spoon. So if you can get your coconut oil and your vanilla and your brown sugar mixed together, good. You won't have to have an electric mixer. You can do it all. And you probably could do it. It would just take a little bit of time. Just like this is taking a little bit of time to get all this dough mixed with this flour. This is a thick cookie dough though. Like very thick cookie dough. They don't look like there's a lot of dough here, y'all. I'm used to making cookies that has a ton of dough. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it together with my hands. Take my rings off. I'm going to get my chocolate chips ready. Ooh, it's a sticky dough too. Whew. I'm just going to take the rest of this dough and just kind of mix it together with my hands a little bit. The dough tastes pretty good. Now I'm going to put about 3/4 in there. I'm going to leave some chocolate chips to put on top after we cook them. Alright y'all, so my oven is preheating at 375. I'm going to fold in the chocolate chips. You know, when I read recipes and they say stuff like fold the stuff in, y'all, I'm like, you mean just mix it very slowly. Don't ever be afraid to bake something. Worst thing is that trying new recipes, they don't turn out right, but once you bake a while, you learn how to kind of fix them on your own. And baking is fun. Like, it's my stress reliever, y'all. Alright, so we got all this mixed together. I've already got my Seal Pat liner together. So I've got my Seal Pat liner on my cookie sheet. And I'm going to take my cookie scoop. It says about 3 tablespoons. So I'm just going to take my cookie scoop. And I have 3 different sizes. I'm going to take the larger of the 3. And we're just going to make some big cookies. And I might have to adjust the cook time because I don't know exactly how much this is. And I don't want to put them too close together either because I don't want them baking into each other. I may just cook 5 on this sheet and then I'll put 5 on another sheet. That one might need a little bit more. If y'all cook a lot of cookies and you don't have a cookie scoop, it's just like an ice cream scoop. Y'all need to get one because these are nice. Okay, so I'm going to spread these out. And I'm going to pop these in the oven on 375 for about 9 to 11 minutes. I want to make sure that the edges get a little bit golden brown, which is kind of hard to tell on the Seal Pat liner. They don't turn quite as brown as they would if you cooked it on just a cookie sheet. But I'll pop them in for about 9 to 11 minutes. I'm going to keep a check on them, and I want to make sure the centers have just set, but not too much, because I don't want them too done. I don't want them burnt. And then we'll bring them out, pop them out to cool for about 5 or 10 minutes on a cooling rack, and then we'll see y'all back in just a minute. All right, y'all. Ta-da! Yay to me! We have made, I don't know why I'm looking up. We have finished our vegan chocolate chip cookies. As soon as I took them out of the oven, I sprinkled a little bit of coarse sea salt on them. Yep. That's it. I baked them for about 10 minutes and they did turn out to be really big cookies. It made about a dozen cookies. So if you guys made them smaller, you could definitely make more. But these are our vegan chocolate chip cookies with a little bit of sea salt on top. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. The dough was really good and there's no eggs in it, so I don't see why you couldn't just eat that raw dough. So I don't know why you couldn't just eat a handful of that raw dough, but here they are. They turned out really good. I haven't tried one yet. That's what we're about to do. But give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you know some vegan recipes you want me to try, let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because y'all know y'all want to. We put out videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And we will see y'all next time. Stay sweet, y'all. I want this big fat one right on top.